he had a ripper. Ooh, I'll take that. Stay still, you damn asshole. Well, this is not what we're here for. They can handle themselves. Willow, we're here to deliver a package. That's all we're here for. Well, I'll be damned.
Good to see you again, kid. Wasn't sure you'd still be alive, what with all the chaos lately.
What are you doing here, wise man?
I heard there were a couple bounties up for grabs. A couple fiend leaders that have been harassing farmers and kidnapping honest people. Somebody really needs to put a bullet in them, but the officers here weren't willing to pay enough for my service. Their loss.
Do you hunt bounties for the NCR often?
I actually did quite a lot of jobs for them in California when Peterson was president. Back then, I was young and naive, willing to risk my life for a measly handful of caps. The NCR got a lot more out of me than I got out of them. I still chase their bounties from time to time, but only when I'm desperate. They keep trying to pay me with paper money, not fit to wipe my ass.
Yeah, their currency isn't really much. You got any good tips about hunting?
Bounty hunting is a lot like gambling, but with higher stakes. If you take a risk and lose, you're dead. Period. This job is hardly ever worth the pay, but do enough jobs, and you'll get a reputation, which will allow you to charge more and be more selective.
Oh, that's good. Well, I should go.
Hey, I don't know if you're still using that plinky pea shooter, but I've got another weapon mod for it. It's a night vision scope. Lets you see enemies at night, because the best time to shoot at somebody is when they can't shoot at you. Hope you can put it to good use.
We'll follow him later. Right now we have a package to deliver. And maybe this guy has something we can get out of him.
Nice job out there.
Thanks. Or he's not going to be useful at all. This is Camp McCarran, huh? Neat.
This is a military headquarters. You know, for soldiers. What's a civilian doing here?
I'm here to steal all your corn.
No, not the corn. Anything but the corn, please. Think of the children.
Yes, won't anybody consider them?
Please, no corn puns. I don't think I could stomach any more of them.
Can't really find anybody. Oh, must be you.
Did the Colonel send you? I was hoping he might have changed his mind.
No, I'm just here to deliver a package. You look upset. Is everything okay?
I know. I've been crying. Stupid. I'm supposed to be a soldier. My husband, he's a ranger, and he got murdered by a pack of fiends. Goddamn savages laid his body out to rot. Brass won't say it to me straight, but they mean to leave Esteban out there. I can see that plain.
No, I shouldn't really ask that because, first motto of the Soldiers of Kree, I would not leave a fallen comrade behind. It seems strange that the NCR wouldn't do their best to receive a fallen comrade.
Colonel says he can't spare the men to bring Esteban back home. And the fiends, they put all kinds of mines and traps around his body. Snipers, too.
No one else will help you?
His best friend, Jackson, tried. Didn't even get permission from his CO, so it could have cost him a lot. But he never came back.
I'll see what I can do.
Mister, I'd about given up hope. But you've got to be careful. I don't want anybody else dying on my account. Esteban's body is laid out between some of the buildings, east of the Repcon headquarters. At least that's what his squad mates said. There's an NCR position just north of there. It's on the way. They should be able to tell you what the situation is.
Hello, mess hall. What do we have here? Jesus, clean up after yourselves.
Listen, asshole, I know you're not really an NCR health inspector, so you can cut the restaurant critique routine. And I want my 50 caps back, because I looked it up and there ain't no disease called colorectal implosion syndrome. Wait, you're not... Oh, wow, I'm sorry. You look just like... Never mind, sorry. So what can I serve you up?
Got anything good to eat?
Oh, yeah. You can order up anything you want, as long as it's corn or beans. Just kidding. Haven't you heard? With a few shipments from home and a little variety, the troops are getting restless for some quality grub. You can only do so much as a chef with just corn, beans, onions, and peppers.
Can I do anything to improve your supplies?
Well, we haven't had any quality meat in months. Everyone in the camp just eating beans for protein. It isn't pretty. Some of my kitchen machinery is broken down too, so we've been eating mostly raw vegetables. And I'm desperate for spices or seasonings. Anything, just something for the general mood around here.
Where do you suggest I get meat from?
It doesn't need to all come from the same source. There are a bunch of different vendors around who sell meat. Fitz, the Nashes, Crimson Caravan. We've never really tried to go out and organize deals with merchants to supply our food. Already having an overstock of food, we haven't needed to. But we really need some good old red meat on the menu soon. So I'm willing to divert some caps in their direction if they're open to supplying us.
Alright, and your food processor?
Here's the list. We've been scrapping together quick fixes to keep it running for months. I think it finally crapped out and needs a full overhaul. It's the goofy machine behind the counter in the corner next to the stove. I'd be much obliged if you could take a look at it and get it fixed up.
Sure thing. Where do you think I could get these parts?
I don't know. Try the various traders around the waste. Or the pawn shop in Westside might have some parts. Oh, I've heard of a place called House Tools you could check out. It's an old factory on the north side of Vegas. Just a word of warning, though. I hear no one who goes in there comes back out. Could be traps, crazy robots, or who knows what's in that place.
House Tools, huh? Seems... getting touch of deja vu with that. And by the way, what are you about spices?
The Crimson Caravan would probably be able to arrange a regular shipment, but I don't know of any spices known to improve mood. Hell, we have a whole research department. One guy's even set up in the main terminal building.
Okay, so here it is. Well, that was fast. Got your processor done.
Howdy, looking for chow?
Processor fixed.
Amazing. I thought that thing was done for.
Alright, and now we have a list of vendors that we need to go to. Let's just go to Crimson Caravan because they're easiest to deal with.
Hey there. You looking to buy or sell?
Actually, I'm here to talk about some meat for Camp McCarran.
Won't be a problem. We have plenty of spice traders working with us back home, and we could get meat from the local Brahmin ranchers. The bigger issue is payment. To supply the camp with meat will cost some serious caps.
The camp's overstocked with water and fresh vegetables. Maybe you can trade.
That should work. We'll do a weighted exchange based on the going value of meat and vegetables.
Now for that body. Shit. Willow. Little hand would be great. Just get him to those troopers. And oh no, I think this is his friend. Yeah, Ranger Jackson. Sorry, Jackson. Oh shit, what the hell? Legion!
Hey, I can use a hand over here.
I'm trying to help you.
Retribution.
Why must everyone die around me? No, not the caravan! Vengeance. Oh shit! Man, making sure that we're alone. No, 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 no! One.
Reprisal. I'm hit. Well, that's the end of that.
I think we're good.
I don't believe it. Who the hell are you, man? How did you just walk right up and pull him out of there?
I'm the courier. But a lot of people should just call me Jay.
That must be some kind of code of honor you hold yourself to. You're like a man possessed. We'll make sure Ranger Morales' body gets sent back home. You don't have to, pick him up on your shoulder and haul him to California. Even though I believe you would if you had to. You should go tell Private Morales the news. I know she'll be relieved.
Private Morales. Got some good news. I brought his body to the NCR posting. He's on his way back now.
They put him in a box? With a flag and all? I hope so. He'd have been proud. You're too good for this rotten town. First kind thing anybody ever did for me in Esteban. You ever need anything, all you need to do is ask. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Now to give the good news to the chef. Yeah, I was in Crimson Caravan. They're willing to trade meat and spice for vegetables and water.
That should help balance our stock of food more reasonably and save us a ton of caps. Good work.
Wonder what else is going on.
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
Prisoner, huh? Let me in.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
Do you need any help?
Yeah. So far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
Is this a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
Anything that can help with some sort of drug?
Don't have anything like that. Sounds nice. Like the kind of thing I'd want to take home and use on my husband. But even if we did, I don't know that I'd be comfortable using it. If there's any risk of overdose, it's not worth it. Asshole's too valuable.
Maybe some emotional torture will help.
Yes, and one time I thought I saw a tear when I told him his uniform was unflattering. But I think he just got some dust in his eye.
Roughing him up?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There's some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
So you want me to do what you can't?
I think if you rough him up enough, and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room, and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Alright, let's get started.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
Here, this might help when you go in with him. It's up to you, but
Long time
I
no
find
see,
talking
Sealus.
is sometimes better
Lieutenant.
than whacking.
Good idea,
I
Willow.
was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles.
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Sealus? If you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in. He's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Yes, ma'am. I can take care of that.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
I'm with the Legion. I'm here to kill you before you talk.
You're nothing. You're some inept mercenary the NCR is paying to supplement its own incompetent soldiers.
How naive, Silu. Caesar sees you as a threat now.
No, listen. Caesar's secrets are safe with me. I stayed alive because Caesar would have wanted it. I'm useless to him dead.
You're a danger to him alive. Your knowledge threatens him.
I've told them nothing. They've gotten nowhere. I'm a Centurion, for Christ's sake. I deserve his trust.
Caesar's law is absolute. He does not grant exceptions.
You have to let this go. I'll disappear. No one will ever see me again. That was always the plan in the first place.
So in addition to a treason, you're also a deserter.
No, that's not what I meant. Lieutenant, this man is trying to kill me. He's not who you think he is.
All that shouting. Honestly, Celus, you get free room and board. The least you could do is be a good guest.
Lieutenant, this man is an agent of the Legion on a mission to kill me.
My, we have an active imagination today, don't we?
Think about it. Is it worth the risk? You need what I know.
Well, it sounds like the two of you are becoming fast friends.
It'll be your head if I die, Lieutenant. You'll be disgraced.
You know what? I think you're right, Celus.
Of course I'm right.
Except, I don't care. Because it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it to never have to hear you say another word, Celus. Carry on.
Lieutenant! You don't have to do this.
You shouldn't have done that.
You've made your intentions clear. The Legion has abandoned me. I've done everything Caesar ever asked of me, and this is how I am repaid. With assassination, I ambushed countless NCR patrols and wiped them out so that our operatives could move freely. I waited for him to dispatch us for 3 days, never questioning why the headaches he complained of would hinder his ability to command. I haven't breathed a word about the officer we planted here. He continues to radio intelligence to Caesar's camp nearly every night. I've proven my loyalty. All you're doing is killing a loyal soldier. If that's Caesar's policy, then I say his empire will crumble.
If his empire falls, it's probably because you're too gullible.
What? What do you mean?
You've been tricked, Celus. I'm working with the NCR. I just got you to talk.
No, you slimy bastard! Nothing I've said will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion. This camp and everyone in it will burn.
Oh, my dear friend. I just got some info for you, Lieutenant.
You did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but it saved the NCR some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. So think of this as your commission.
Hello?
I'm glad we could finally meet. My sources tell me you've done some good work for us. What brings you to Camp McCarran?
I hear you need some extra manpower around the base?
There are a lot of things I can't spare troops for right now. If you can help us, we can definitely pay you for your work. I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out. Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements, and it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
Through this door? Hello, Captain.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
Yeah, I told you were doing some investigation on an intel leak.
Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold weeks ago.
Where can I start?
You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd, or Sergeant Contreras, maybe. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor.
I'll see what I can do.
Later.
Boyd.
You're back.
Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Now, what kind of MP would I be if I didn't notice anything suspicious? I've had soldiers go AWOL, break-ins, thefts, you name it.
Break-ins.
Maybe break-in isn't the right word. We didn't find signs of forced entry, but I've had reports of someone sneaking into the control tower at night. It's probably just a meeting spot for a steamy military base love affair. Kids today. But it bothers me that they didn't break in. It means they have an access code. Most soldiers around the base don't have that.
Can you give me a key to the control tower?
Sure, if you want to investigate. It's not like there's anything to steal up there, just a bunch of old communications equipment. If you can find out any more, I'd be interested to hear it.
You also mentioned a missing person?
Well, there's Anders. He's a ranger. That one's not suspicious so much as worrisome. He left on a dangerous assignment. Colonel Shu sent him out. Now I think he feels guilty not having any way to check up on him. The man I'm more interested in is Corporal White. White had a lot of promise. Wanted to be a ranger as bad as anyone I've seen. But he also had some extracurricular activities going. Now he's gone.
Where can I find this corporal?
Word around the base is he'd been going regularly to visit a hooker named Dazzle at Gomorrah. That's a casino on the Strip. Classy place. His belongings are up in the barracks in the concourse building. First bunk on your left if you're facing it from the center.
A lot of planes. I like them. The folding up wings. Unique. Let's just stay here till sun goes down. What do we got?
Lupa, this is Frumentarius Picus. Over.
Go ahead, Picus.
Afternoon patrol enters Fiend territory at 1300. Have them mind that stretch.
10-4, Picus. Fiends will be alerted.
Roger, Lupa.
What's the status of your primary mission, Picus?
Charges are set. Detonation will occur as the train leaves the station. Over.
How long?
Couple of minutes. Over.
10-4. Keep us updated.
Let's go. Let's go. Bomb. 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 Everyone out of the way. Bomb. There it is. Oh. Bomb's been defused. That took too long. Colonel. Colonel. Colonel.
Yes? What is it?
You won't believe what just happened. I found the source. Intel leak.
No? What happened?
Curtis. Legion. Blow up monorail.
Curtis? He's been in the NCR long before our conflict with the Legion. There's just no way. I hope you're mistaken, but somehow I don't think so. It'd explain a lot. This is much worse than anyone expected. There could be others, too. You've done everything that was asked of you. You have my personal thanks for this. And I'll make sure you receive the credit you deserve. I'll have Curtis taken into custody. If he lets himself be taken alive, that is.
Alright. Oh. Running around all over the place. Hurt like hell.
Bye.
Alright. That's done. Let's move on.